bog. So you will want, when you ever go up that way, to visit the Oyster River and bog, which goes into the Georges River or St. George River, and no one can explain why that river has two names. But anyway, the Georges River or the St. George River. So the Oyster River is a tributary to that, and it runs through Rockland, Thomaston, where the penitentiary is, and Warren. So, boy, that was a lot. So anyway, so we were visiting our friend, a wonderful luthier. He made this cittern right here, and we were well, I was being very obnoxious, but oh, the leaves, I'm so excited. And he says, that's right, we'll stick around for another week. You're late, they'll all be on the ground, and then we'll freeze. Cringe. He was being very funny about it, but it was like, yeah, I guess you can, I mean, when you live somewhere, you don't really appreciate the way other people come and are seeing it with new eyes. And I think that's a nice thing, actually to be reminded of the beauty that is around us. So,
by the way, we should mention that, Nick Apollonio, who built that instrument,
and said that thing.
is the guy who recorded on one of his albums earlier a song called "The State of Maine License is the Only License with a Dead Animal on It." If you think about it,
if a lobster's red,
that's
it's dead.
That's on it.
It's dead. Anyway, so I read that.
Dead lobsters are red.
Yeah.
Lobsters are red.
So anyway, so we had this little encounter, and that afternoon I went over to visit a friend who had a stroke about 10 years ago, and she is living her life. We went out, we went to the farm market, we went looking for a newspaper that she likes, and it just made me think that if we stop and appreciate, and particularly in the fall, right, where if you could look at this and say, yeah, the leaves are all falling and they're going to die, but there's so much sweetness. They smell sweet. They're so vibrant and colorful, even more beautiful than when everything was a boring green on the trees. And that image of gleaning came to me, that yes, we all have burdens and loads that we bear, but there's so much still to glean, in the sweetness. So you will hear gleaning in this song, and all those beautiful things that I saw on the Oyster River Road, thinking about where everybody in their backyard, their back property, everybody had a boatyard. It was just something, the history of this place. So I was thinking of the sea people, sailor folk, watching those leaves falling. And the part for you to sing, which will happen at least 67 times, is "While the falling leaves are dancing." I hope I'm doing. While the falling leaves are dancing. Okay, so there you go. Except we're not doing it in 3 till the end. That's a surprise ending.
Oh,
so
okay.
now you know. Okay.
No.
So this is called the Oyster River Road. Winding up the hillside to the Oyster River Road, watch the falling leaves go dancing, captive to their movements like the river folk of old, while the falling leaves are dancing. I wasn't kidding. Scarlet, red, and ruddy rust, the evergreen and gold, every color so entrancing, lightening a burden that's a beauty to behold, while the falling leaves are dancing. All our lives we're on that road, gleaning the joy from the load, measure every moment then by every river road, while the falling leaves are dancing. You want to do one? and it travels many trails, all the while the year advancing. Time may tell of sorrow, but the spirit never fails, while the falling leaves are dancing. All our lives we're on that road, gleaning the joy from the load. Measure every moment then by every river road, while the falling leaves are dancing.